one who fought my way here with the Keyblade.
You were just a delivery boy. Here, go play hero with this. The darkness will destroy you.
You're wrong, Riku. The darkness may destroy my body, but it can't touch my heart. My heart will stay with my friends. It'll never die.
Really? Well, we'll just see about that.
Ah!
Sora ain't gonna go anywhere.
You'd betray your king?
Not on your life. But I'm not gonna betray Sora either, 'cause he's become one of my best buddies after all we've been through together. See you later, Donald. Could you tell the king I'm really sorry?
Hold on, Goofy! We're kind of together! Well, you know, after wondering what for
I guess you're stuck with us, Sora.
Thanks a lot, Donald, Goofy.
How will you fight without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better weapon. My heart.
Your heart? What good will that weak little thing do for you?
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone. It's grown with each new experience, and it's found a home with all the friends I've made. I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine. And if they think of me now and then, if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one. I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.
And look what's back. No more words, and now we get to fight Riku for, well, like what, maybe a second or third time this game, but this time for realsies. A loss here does not mean just a 1 point on the board. This version of Riku is actually pretty easy. Jumps around a lot, does some dash moves, nothing overly amazing, nothing to really worry about. Just dodge when you can, unload on him when you can. He starts doing some swings, try to dodge out of the way. He jumps around a little bit, but he's nothing dangerous, really. Alright, let's get some distance here. A little bit more, and we got it. Max items up and learn Jackpot. With that, we defeated Riku. But not for the last time. Nope. Not even close. If you really thought this was the last fight with Riku, you really don't know much about RPGs, do you?
So, your heart won this battle.
But sure didn't have you helping, Mr. Jump After One Shadow. And we learned White Trinity. I am not going to bring in beasts. I don't think I need them anymore. If I do, I'll find a checkpoint, a save point to do that with. And now we got our Keyblade back. Alright, before we actually go any further, I'm actually going to return to the waterfalls, or the rising falls as they call it. And I'm going to fight some Heartless along the way, because I can now. And I'm going to head back to the Rising Falls because I want to use the White Trinity that's down there at the bottom of that, the base of that area where we first lost the Keyblade to Riku. I see these guys with the big shields here. I think these guys are called Defenders. What you want to do is, obviously, you want to stay on their backside because their shield is going to block any damage that they try to receive. But more importantly, you need to make sure that you stay away from their shield, because the shield can actually bite at you and do damage. but also it has elemental damage as well. If you see the eyes of the shield turn red, it's about to launch a fire attack. If you see him turn blue, it's about to launch an ice attack. I think those are the only two that it does, just fire and ice, but you need to watch out for those. Alright, let's come over here. Use Trinity. Stop magic works really well on those defenders, by the way. Works well on pretty much any enemy, especially those defenders. We got Thundaga G. Alright, now we're going to go back inside. Before we actually head, we want to go back up, not really inside. We want to go back to the lower area of the castle where we went in with Beast that first time. We want to head this way first. Enemies. And by the way, you see, like I see the shield powered up red there. If you hit, I believe if you hit the shield with the opposite magic that it's about to fire, I believe you'll get some tech points for that. So if you're trying to grind your tech points, that's another good way to do it, is to watch for the shield, for the shield's eyes. You see it turn red, hit it with blizzard. You see it turn blue, hit it with fire. Go. Oh, I heard something else. Oh, we got these guys here. These guys are like wizards, or well, I mean, actually, you jump into that. But those guys are essentially like wizards or magicians, and they are extremely resistant to magic damage. So Donald will be practically useless against those guys. You got to unload your physical attacks on them. And what's even worse is when they start casting magic. When they're actually in the casting animation, they are completely immune to damage, even from physical attacks. They just take no damage from physical attacks whatsoever. So you will need to, it goes without saying, just about every enemy. You need to eliminate them as fast as possible. You definitely need to eliminate those wizard, witches, what do you want to call them, as fast as possible, because they can go immune when they start casting magic for a long time. Usually I've noticed it was like thunder magic. They cast a lot of lightning attacks, lightning bolts over and over and over again. That's usually when I notice that they are completely immune to damage. And Donald is down again. There we go. Alright, now that we got that done, let's use our Trinity. Let's use this blue Trinity here. Got a cottage, a mega potion, and a mega ether. Alright. Speaking of items, I should probably like reload my my personal item list. Take away all the ones that Beast has. And then, well, I got a pretty good selection of items there. Never mind. I usually don't worry about what I actually have stocked up in each character, because I really don't like the AI using items either, because they use items that are they use them a little too often. Even if I tell them to put item usage to a minimum, they still use it a little too often. Like, that's all I really need to do in here is just do that. So let's go back. Now we'll head outside, and we'll use those other items and chests and stuff that we saw up there as well. Some things I couldn't get to because of enemies spawning and all that. So we check into this bubble. Now we come over here, jump here. Jump over here, and open this chest for our paper G. Alright, let's go back up to the castle now. What's left? What the hell did that? It was something. What the hell cast that fire attack? turns that on. No big deal. Wasn't really necessary, but okay. Alright. Now we'll head back to the front gates. You got the Heartless along the way. As far as these big guys here, these guys are called Dark Balls. They're kind of like large versions of the Shadows, really. Large flying versions of the Shadows. There's really nothing special about them. Don't think they have any elemental weaknesses. They do have a tendency to go invisible, and they'll like float around the room as a little puff of purple smoke. And after a short amount of time, they'll reappear. The dangerous part of it is when they reappear, they actually like pop back into existence, and that pop causes damage. So when you see that little purple thing floating around, it usually tries to float towards Sora. Try just avoiding it the best you can.
Goofy!
And when it pops out, just make sure you're away from it so it doesn't do damage to you. Alrighty. Now let's see. I believe... Maybe go in here. Yeah, this is the library. Okay, we've got a little bit of puzzle solving to do. It's not too dissimilar from what we did down in the lower levels with all the little switches and stuff that I was trying to figure out. I spent the last few minutes trying to figure out. But this one's much easier. All you gotta do is color code. Obtain comma volume 8. That's important. You come over here. There's a kind of purplish looking book. Examine. The books seem to be arranged alphabetically. This is the K shelf. Put comma volume 8 on the shelf. So by doing that, it opens this door. Okay, and you can see the other ones. So you're gonna look. All you're gonna do is look for a large selection of colored books with a gap in it. This is the A shelf. There's a book missing. So we need to find a book that is yellow and starts with A. All right, so let's look right here so we can find. Usually they're gonna be laying. There's not gonna be like in. For the most part, they're not gonna. There's a couple of them that are, but for the most part, they're not gonna be in the bookshelves. They're gonna be laying around on the floor and stuff. But first, let's turn this. Uh-oh. Didn't stop on the chest. Let's try it again. So it didn't stop on the chest. Let's try it again. There we go. And we got an elixir. Okay. Let's head up the stairs here. Head up the shelves here. Head up the stairs here. Now we can't actually get up here because the gap between the ceiling and the bookshelf is too small, but this is where one of the other trinities is required to move on with the plot. So we can use this trinity here, and they get up there, and they got that book. What is that book? This is Azal Volume 3. It's yellow, starts with A. That's what we're looking for. Excuse me. Now we're going to walk around on these shelves, and so while we do, we come over here, and we pick up Ultima G. Alright. And I believe there's another chest on one of these shelves, isn't there? Nope, I guess I'm misremembering. Okay. Well, we need to go back down now. We need to drop down here. And go around. Oop. Actually, did I just trap myself in? Surely not. Oh, here we go. Here's there's blue books here. And you come over here, see this blue book here. We need to take this. You can take more than one book at a time, obviously. Obtain Select Volume 6. Alright, so this should be, that means this should be the S shelf. Put Select Volume 6 on the shelf. And it moves that one out of the way. Okay, there we go. Now we want to head back around here and put that Azal book in the Azal shelf, which is the yellow one. Right here. Examine. Put Azal Volume 3 on the shelf. And that moves that door. It moves that wall, which really just kind of rearranges the room to where we kind of just were. Nothing really amazing happened there, because we were already free to go around this way. But we did manage to come over here and pick up Nahara Volume 5. So we need to find the orange shelf with the end shelf with orange books. Alright, I believe that is right over here. Alright. This is the end shelf, put Nahara Volume 5 on it. And look at that, we found a set of purple books. And we picked up a green book, which is Mava Volume 3. This is the H shelf, there's a book missing. Okay. Now we need to find the H book, but we got a book here on the table. What is this book? This is Theon, Volume 6. Alright, so we need to find the T's, which is kind of a dark brown, which looks like this one. We can also take this book out here. We've got this green book, which is Mava Volume 6. And now we examine, put the Theon Volume 6 on the shelf. And moves that one and exposes that button. What is that button? Well, we'll find out in just a second. Let's rotate this first. Darn, no luck. Let's try it again. There we go. And we got a Mega Potion. Alright, before I actually press that button, I want to go back up here on the shelf because I missed something over here. I'll go over here, and I want to rotate this one. Damn. Wrong button. Swing it too hard, Sora. Just give it a slight little push. One more time. Maybe one more time. And just keep, when you see these shells, all you do is keep tapping the triangle button, and eventually you'll turn around enough that it'll actually stop on the chest. You can't control it, you can't stop the spinning, you can't adjust when it stops or anything like that, or adjust how hard you spin it or anything of that sort. All you gotta do is just keep spinning, and eventually it will stop with the chest exposed and you can open it up. There it is. Tap, tap. And we got an AP up. Very nice. Go back around here. Don't fall off. Go over here. Let's push this button. See what that button is. Button. Boop. This door has been unlocked. All right. Very nice. Okay. We have some books we need to put up on the shelf. We have. We didn't get a book for it. It's H shelf. Okay. We do have a shelf down here though, or some books down here that have a couple of empty spots in them. And I need to go the right way to find them. By the way, does this at all look familiar to you? This little corner look familiar to you at all? Think back to what we saw just a little bit ago when we were at Traverse Town talking to Sid, or while Sid was putting the Nava G piece in our gummy ship to give us access to Hollow Bastion. This is where we were seeing the conversation. The chair was pulled out a little bit further, but that was where the old lady was sitting that was talking to Kyrie. The young Kyrie. Okay. Now you see over here we've got these shelves here. This is the shelf we're looking for. This is the M shelf, the Mava shelf. Now, as you can see, there are 2 books missing here, and they're in numerical order. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have Mava 3 and Mava 6. I think we can look at our inventory and find that. I think we can. Yeah, we have Mava V, Mava Volume 3, and Mava Volume 6. And we put them back on the shelves in the proper order. And you need to put 3 in the 3rd slot and 6 in the 6th slot. If you put them up there wrong, nothing happens. And it'll tell you that it's up there wrong. It'll say nothing happened. If you put them up there in the right order, put Mava Volume 3 on the shelf. You'll put them back up in the order that they're numbered. So if you would have took a look at this one first, it'll actually put Mava 3 up on the shelf and put it in that slot and put 6 over here, obviously. So obviously, since you start with 3, it'll put the lowest number volume on the shelf first. That's why you want to start there. And you put here, put volume 6 on the shelf. And this one opens. And look, we found a purple book. I bet this is H. Hafet, Volume 4. Alright. So now we work our way back around. Fortunately, there's no encounter, there's no Heartless here in this library. Otherwise, it would be a bigger pain in the ass than it already is. And before I actually put Hafet up there, let's spin this. No luck. Let's try it again. And it only took 2 tries. Tap, tap. And we got a mithril. Alright. Now we go over here and put Hoffit Volume 4 on the shelf. Ooh, what we found here? Let's go on in here. Lift stop. Alright. First we come over here. We found some secret chests. What you can see is right up there. I'll turn around. Right there is a chest on a platform, but we can't reach that platform. How on earth are we going to get it down? Well, that's kind of your clue. How on earth? Sort of clue? I don't know. But you need to use gravity. You need to lock onto it. Use gravity magic. Gravity magic will pull it down. And then we can unlock and then open the chest. And we got 97, 98, and 99. Domination's return home. Very good. Alright. Now we want to examine this. It's going to teleport us onto the platform here. So take us out.